playing Defiance like crazy. I have a problem, guys. Playing too much Defiance. It's got a pretty interesting system. I thought it was interesting at first, and now that I've like deep dived into it, uh, it's actually a lot more interesting. And I'll explain what I'm talking about here. Just give me a second. I just want to make sure all my titles are set. Okay, this is Defiance. Defiance is a browser game. You don't even have to download the game. You can use the Defiance command, and you're in, basically. That's it. You can even just auto sign up with Google. There's not even an account sign up process. Okay, so it's made really easy. You can F11 for full screen if you want that immersion. Okay. Now, Defiance is a card game, but I'll explain a few things that are really important and, in my opinion, very interesting. So it's a pretty unique type of game in general, but also the cards have like real rarity. Like real rarity. The card acquisition, you start with a lot of cards, but the card acquisition, especially for rarer cards, is really slow. And you level up your cards. Like, let's say I want to use artillery, mobile artillery. I level it up. My camera is a little bit in the way, but I'll show you how that works here. Boom. And you're like upgrading cards. Oh, it's that kind of game. It's not that kind of game. Because the currencies that are used to upgrade cards cannot be purchased. In fact, nothing can be purchased. There are no purchased options in this game. That's it. Yeah. I don't think they'll change that. They had like a trailer recently. I've seen some of their messaging. I don't think that's changing. I don't know what they're doing for monetization, but I don't think they're going to undermine their system because it's really core to their game. The market is trading cards with other players for gold. You get gold from dailies, and you get honor from dailies. You cannot trade honor, and you use honor to level up cards. So you basically improve your collection by playing. That's it. Playing and trading can get you some stuff. They have a trading community on Discord because not everyone like posts all of their stuff. One of the things that is a little bit annoying because it's like, okay, so let's say I have this really cool card here. It's like level 3, so it's worth a lot because you can't trade honor otherwise. You can only trade leveled cards. So this would actually be worth a lot. Okay. So this is how you do that. Like I would maybe sell this for like 4,000 gold. Yeah. So you can't input it right now. But they said that they're going to change that in one of the next patches. So like really valuable stuff, if you're like looking for like an epic or a legendary to like make your deck, you should join their Discord. They have like a trading community there. You can't input it. It's just annoying. Basically, people that have like many valuable like rare cards, they don't constantly list them on the marketplace because of that, is my understanding. But people have them. People have them. Now here's where it got really interesting. This is like the next level deep that actually really got me hooked. So they recently had the Valentine's event, and in the Valentine's event, I played this game nonstop. I'm currently 20th on the global ladder. I mean, these guys would destroy me, but you know, I'll get into why in a second. So some of these guys have been playing longer than I have, and they have really refined decks and stuff. But the issue is, because the card acquisition is so slow, and the main way around that is by trading and through the market, you can't like just play what they're playing. Okay, like I have a few of the cards just because I got them. So what a lot of people play is they use... did I leave the catapult in the deck? I don't think so. Where's my catapult? Okay. So they use this catapult. So on deploy, discard a card to get 3 attack, and then on deploy, deal damage. And if you level this to 4, which will take a while, not like a crazy amount, but it'll take you like a few days worth of grinding. It goes to +4 when you discard, deal 2 damage, and base 2 power. So it's a 6 power card, deal 2 damage, discard, and for 2. And basically you play discard effects that are favorable. So this is the craziest one, Boyfar, just because he has a lot of stats. So deploys when discarded. Like, this is insane, right? And then there's like another one here. On deploy, destroy a foe up to 2 attacks. So this one and these are like the most sought after cards in the game. Okay, just so you guys understand. So it's like, okay, I got 2 of them. Let's make the deck, right? Well, here's where the problem is, right? The card acquisition is really low. I cannot count on getting these cards from, like, they're from these things, the reward boxes. Okay, so they show you the odds there. Oh, it's a little bit covered. Let me see. Okay, so the rewards boxes. So if I do a daily, oh, and if you see an 8 chest, just reroll that. Yeah, that one sucks. We got a 12. 12 is good. So basically, you do your daily quests. You get 1 daily quest, and then there are achievements, and achievements are like one-time stuff. And the achievements can be really crazy. Like once you do the first round of achievements, there's not really a whole lot of stuff there to constantly get keys. So the card acquisition is like you start with a lot of cards. And you do the achievements, you get a pretty good like initial acquisition, but then it's pretty slow. So like back to what I was saying, right? So like I have 2 of these. These are the most sought after cards. Most people don't even have 2 of these. So I should make the deck. Now I could, but it's like, because they're so sought after and because I almost have to utilize the marketplace to acquire more copies, because you can run 3 of any one card in a deck, it'll just take a really long time until I can get like the meta deck. And I say meta, there's not that much of a meta, but like there's a really powerful deck to utilize the powerful cards that discard things and the really powerful cards that automatically trigger when you discard them. Like, that thing is really, really insane. They have tournaments, and they have a history of tournaments, so you can kind of see who wins and stuff. And like some of these players have like uploaded like a few clips and a few videos of the tournaments. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's doing really, really well. The other type of thing that does pretty well is Celestials, because Celestials have this thing called Fly. Let me see a card there. Maybe it has a tooltip. Can I hover the Fly? No. So Fly is every 3 turns, all of your Celestial units get +1, and also they can't be targeted. Okay, and that is really crazy because that makes, like, you can almost chain it because there are I don't know where they are. Did I sell them? I don't think I sold them. But anyway, there are quite a few cards. Yeah, like this one. So, on deploy, decrease the fly counter of ally Celestials. Alright, so if you play many cards with this, you can sometimes even fly in back-to-back turns. So you can be, like, completely uncontrollable by your opponent. So this is another thing that works. So that's the Celestials. That's kind of the Celestials thing. And then there is Infernal, and Infernal is just like really big stats. And they have a mechanic that is like sacrifice. So like this is a hero card, so count as 2 sacrifices. So it counts as 2 guys basically, and that's like an ability. And then you have like really overstated stuff like this. Requires 1 sacrifice. So when you play this, you kill a card. But then they have a lot of cards that, if slain, returns with 2 attack. So they're actually stronger after they die once. So that's kind of how Infernal works. Infernal is just lots of stats and like annoying guys that are hard to kill. Ephemeral is kill, and Celestial is Zerg with temporary kill prevention. So those are kind of like the big typings. Now back to what I was saying. So Ephemeral is powerful spells, and they have this discard mechanic. And the best decks that people have made with Ephemeral utilize the discard mechanic heavily. So my strategy has been to not play this. Alright? Alright. So that's kind of where I started. Because if I don't play this, then the things that I need for my deck will not be very sought after by other players, so I could acquire the cards a lot easier. And if I acquire the cards a lot easier, I can have a more complete deck. It'll be a lot easier to level cards to 4, because leveling a card from 3 to 4 requires a card sacrifice. So you need 2 copies to go from level 3 to 4. So for me to have 3 of these in my deck, I would need 6 total copies for maximum level. And a hell of a lot of grinding. Okay. So that was where I started. I wanted to play something that isn't what people say is the best version of the deck. So I kind of started pretty slow. I didn't really like hard commit to anything. Like I think the last time I streamed, like a week plus ago, most of my cards were like level 2. I had a few level 3 cards. It's really easy to get that first level, especially if they're like common cards. Like the cost to level up is based on the card. So like this is a basic. It costs 3 honors to go from level 1 to 2. I think this is a common. No, that's basic. This is a common. So common takes 4 honor. And then for uncommon, I have an uncommon here. Oh, that one's already level 2. For uncommon, it takes 8. And to go from level 2 to 3, it takes 25 honor, which is an entire day worth of quests. 25 honor. Approximately 1 day worth of quests. Okay. So it's a big commitment to go to level 3 even with an uncommon. For rares, it's like double that. For epics, honestly, I don't even know what it is for epics. I have not leveled an epic. My deck has no epic cards. Like my deck literally has no epic cards. Here, let me move my camera here. Okay, so this is my deck. I have committed to this deck. I basically soft committed to the playstyle because I like playing Ephemeral with powerful spells. And I was kind of trying a bunch of different things. And the one thing that I really noticed is I'm really proud of these guys. Oh, does it not have a tooltip? Oh, I think his tooltip's busted. Oh, maybe it's because I can't upgrade him. Okay, let me go out of here. No, I guess his tooltip's busted. Oh, I actually didn't even realize that. Okay. Fine. We'll pick a different card. We'll pick this one. This was actually the inspiration for the deck. There are several cards that have like spell damage. Like your spells deal extra damage. So lots of cards have that. Not a lot of them is budgeted very well. Like a lot of the cards with spell damage, their stats are terrible. There are a few cards that have spell damage that have stats that are not terrible. And I was playing them, And I noticed that every single time I would play one, my opponent would kill it. Like, it was literally the #1 priority. And yes, if you play Ephemeral, you're playing spells, so spell damage, doing more damage with spells is, like, good, obviously. But that's not why. That's not why. The main mechanic to, like, protect units is Barrier, which protects one instance of damage. And spell damage does the damage in an extra instance. So if I deal 3 damage and have 3 spell damage, I don't deal 6. I deal 3 and I deal 3 again. So spell damage is really important to kill the cards that are really hard to kill. Okay. I didn't even know this card existed, but you can actually look up cards if you're, like, if you go, don't click owned and then click rarity, and then there. Like, these are the crazy rare cards, right? So you can see every card in the game that way. Go back to level. Okay. So you can see every single card in the game that way. I didn't know that. I just happened to see one of these on the market. And I don't remember how much it was, but it was really cheap. And it was leveled already. So I just bought it. Just like Snap bought it. And I have since acquired a few extra copies. The deck now runs 3. I still need to level them. And my idea is to run a bunch of spells, to run every single good unit with spell damage, because my opponent's going to try to kill them, but I don't think they'll be able to kill all of them. Okay, so that's the strat. So this is my Dragon Mage deck. Okay. I got Vicious Clover, and I got one at level 4. Level 4 is absolutely crazy. Oh, I think the tooltips are bugged for level 4 in this screen. I see. So level 4 is spell damage 4, 5 cost, 10 power. Just insane. This is absolutely and he has the reduced cooldowns of another ally. This is really, really common in Ephemeral. Basically, based on how many spells you play throughout the game, you deploy and nuke like a row. I'll show you how that works in game. Honestly, I think she's a little bit overrated, but I don't know. We'll see. I need to play more. I'm thinking of replacing her, but currently I have Valayaro the Merchant, and he searches for your most expensive hero. Your deck can have a maximum of 5 heroes. So Sister Yell is my most expensive hero, so he always finds her, and I always have her in the last few turns if I need her. It just hasn't really worked out super well, honestly. I have Sigtur. I have one Sigtur on 3. The other ones are lower level. It's just like really efficient removal, and he gets around Barrier. I have 3 Warden of the Sparks. I have more spells than I've seen in any deck. I have 1 Lightning Blast, 3 Elemental Destruction, 3 Blizzards, 3 spell damage units, the Looter, and I have a Looter with spell damage, Mad Ones. And today I got my first Witch Doctor. Had to trade for this one. I want to try to run more Witch Doctors. I'm not sure what I'll get rid of, but there is a revive mechanic in this game. And I feel like these are really good. So it costs 4, which is expensive. Anything over 3 is expensive, because you have to save. I'll show you how that works in a second. Revive an ally up to 4 attack. So you get to choose. So you can revive another one, and you can chain the revives if you want. Now, probably your opponent's not going to kill this unit, so that's probably not going to happen. But it can. So there's some cool effects there. You can also discard them potentially. And there is another unit here that I really like. I can't show you guys the level 4. Irian Sword. No one runs this card. It's just like super cheap, and it just kind of works to control for like a turn. I got a level 4 on the market. I I think it's been about a week. I may have actually had it for the last stream. And again, before that, I didn't even think it was that good. Today I got a cannibal. Got a cannibal. Who levels a cannibal? And the card's crap. But someone listed a level 4 cannibal for 400 gold. So I just bought it. Because again, it's really hard to level cards. So I don't know. Maybe they buff it one day. But yeah. That's how I've played the market. Pretty much. Let me just quickly check if there's anything interesting here. I like to kind of see if there's any big ticket items. Is there maintenance? Okay. Probably been lurking a little bit too long. And you can search by what you're playing. Menorah. I think everyone got Menorah. Elemental Destruction. Another thing you can do to get like really good stuff is to do by time left. A lot of the time the bids are really, really low. Usually there's a lot more action in the middle of the day. Actually quite like Ruma. Like, I think Ruma's whatever. But if I end up playing a deck full of rezzing, I might want her. And for 70 gold, I might actually win her. Like, the guy might be asleep or something. Right? Alright, so let's play one. This time of night, you play quite a bit of AI, but it is what it is. But I will show you guys the game and tell you guys what's going on regardless. I think for gameplay, it is better if I have the camera where I had it earlier. So let me... Okay. You start with 2500 rating. So this guy, it might be his first game. That's a very unlucky matchup for him if it is. Okay, so I'm going to go slow just to kind of teach you guys the game. So this is the mulligan stage. You click on 2 cards you don't want. So I don't really want Sister Yill. And I have 2 looters, so these cards just draw cards. So I'm going to just drop the more expensive one. The game lasts 10 turns, and you play for points. Okay. And there are lanes. So this is a brawler. So I can play them in one of the flanks, which there's 2 spots. Or the melee row, which is 5 spots. And there's ranged. You can also play ranged in the same ones. And the ranged row is 6 spots. So it's a little bit bigger than the melee row. You play for points. And if you have more points in one of the zones, when your turn begins, you get like a permanent point. And they're called tactical points. You get 3 mana for units every turn and 1 mana for spells every turn. So I'm going to play a looter, which is kind of like he has an ability. I can trigger that to draw a card. It has a 4-turn cooldown. Now, he only has 1 power, but it's too early in the game. It only matters that he has 1 power if he wants to kill them. He might actually be able to kill them for 1 damage as possible.
What? Speak up.
Okay.
Tracks. This way.
So he played a hero that brings the... What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Maybe I have too many tabs open. I like never crash in this game. Okay. So this is a guy that has a shield ability, and he shielded his 3 guy.
Fire at will.
Oh, I think it skipped my turn. Oh no, we're getting murdered. Okay. Yeah, it skipped my turn. Okay, we're back to hard mode. Alright. Alright. I have 6 mana because I played nothing. Let me see. How do we do this? So... I'm gonna play this to win the melee row. Drop cooldown by 2. I can draw again. And I'm gonna use Elemental Destruction, which will actually kill both of those because of how spell damage works. Okay. This is my most unethical card in the entire deck. We don't actually care about his barriers because we're going to have so much spell damage. We're just going to get through it. But yeah, every single turn you get 2 unit mana and 1 spell mana, and they have a cap of 6 and 3. So for you to play something that costs 5, the previous turn you need to play very little. Okay, so I was at 6 because I skipped a turn, used 5, so I had 1 left over, and plus 3, I have 4 mana now. So that's how that works. So here, typically ranged units are safer in the ranged row, but it doesn't really matter here. Ward in the Spark generates every 3 turns a spell, and this has Barrier, the shield, blocks the next source of damage. But we can kill that because it goes... The spell damage bonus is a second instance of damage. Yeah, people really hate those units. That happens a lot. That's fine.
I think I see someone there.
So he has flying, but flying only affects celestial units. I could kill those, but it's not really worth it. Probably I just outstat.
What can I get you?
I'm just thinking if I want to nuke that. I don't really, honestly. He gets an extra tactical point. That's what the plus points are. Those are called tactical points. You can never lose those. You get 1 for winning, like, one of the lanes when your turn begins.
I will feed you to the fish.
This guy's like a basic deck. This is like a little feels bad. Because he's not gonna have a good time against me. I have 3 spell mana, so I kind of have to use 1.
Knowledge is power.
There. Spell damage gets the kill.
What?
Irian Sword, 2 damage. How long did I play to upgrade these cards? So I was playing on and off until the Valentine's event. But the Valentine's event had, like, a lot of extra rewards. Like, a lot. So I did not miss a single quest during the Valentine's event. And for the market, I've prioritized trying to buy cards that have levels on them.
I will never bow my head.
They do have events fairly regularly.
Pay up or else.
I believe they told me when the next event is starting, and I believe they said that I can share this information.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
So... let me see... The next event will begin on the 8th of March.
Oh, dinner.
So I don't know what's going to happen during that event, but yeah, they might do really juiced rewards again. I don't know. Say it so I can hoard my keys. Yes, I will also be hoarding my keys. So this is the 9th turn. So if I play a 2...
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
I can't target it, but I can hit it with AoE. So if I hoard 2, I can use 5 cost on my last turn. I'm still not sure if it's better to go first or second. I actually think it's better to go second after playing as much as I have now. If you go second, you effectively get the last say on the board. Like here,
Burn in
we just
righteous fire.
nuke them. Oh, I guess he was the one going second. I didn't get to do any super cool stuff, but this guy's also playing a deck that you almost start with, so... Yeah, it asks you to re-log in if you DC like mid-game like that. So that's a daily win. You get 2 honor and 30 gold. You get 3 honor instead of 2 on the 5th and 10th win. That's it. Well, that guy had like a starter deck, bro. I've been hard grinding. Like again, you start with 2500 elo. So I might be playing against some viewers right now. Okay, you know what? Let's keep this. Let's keep this horrendous starting hand, just because I want to show you some cool stuff that the deck can do. Okay, it's Infernals. So they're the ones that, like, have to die several times. We'll open up with a looter. Now I can do 2, 2, and 5. So I might do that. This card is also a major part of the deck. Wasted damage from your spells or abilities gives you that many tactical points. So those are the points that can't be taken away. This deck is capable of colossal overkills. But it can get even a bit more interesting than that. Well, I think I'm going to go for it. I hope he can't. I hope he can't deal with it. So the 2/2 stat line lets you play a 5 on your 3rd turn. God damn it. The double-edge kill. It's a staple for Infernals. I think you start with that card. It's insanely good. I mean... let's just do it so he doesn't get a tactical point. I can't really afford to waste much mana with this deck. Most of the decks that I've seen play, like, way less spells than I play. This is a browser game, and you can create an account with, like, your Gmail. Let's see here. So he's on 3 spell mana, which tells me he probably doesn't have a spell. But he may just not have a good spot for it. Let's just deny him points fully.
Well, but you still have a lot to learn.
It was your first game ever, and I just destroyed you with a DC.
I will deliver
Uh,
your heads to my master.
If you skip one turn, it can be just fine, especially early. Most of the time, especially in high-level play, if you go first, you skip your turn entirely and play reactively.
Time to reposition. Pay up or else.
I think the matchmaking in the game is fairly soft. You do play against some of the top players. I have actually played against the top player, for example, when I was like 30th on the ladder. Going first isn't advantaged. I believe going second is best because you get the final say in the game. If you go second, you do your 10th turn as the last turn of the entire game. Did I beat the top ladder guy? No, but I wasn't entirely a pushover.
Ah, almost got it.
I didn't roll over and die, okay? It was just a little bad.
I will never bow my head. I'm going. I'm going.
Killed my fun card. Why did you kill my fun card, bro? Very rude.
What?
I can deal like 20 damage to something right now. It's just the cards that he's playing are small. Because he's a new player, I believe. The thing is that if I queue with like a really whatever deck,
Where do you want me?
and I get someone who is like a top 20 player, I'll get completely destroyed.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
6 and 8. See, I could have played Sigtur, but it offers no benefit. He's a brawler. I'm already winning both flanks and the melee. Sure.
I will never bow my head.
I might have a few too many brawlers. But I did play some ranged in the rows and it did get moved. Okay. This guy has an MMR that's not the default. Okay. Possibly real player. I quite like the wardens. The first one gets killed a lot. I think I can mulligan the spell if I have 2 wardens. Let's try this. That was your first game? Rip.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, I was in Exodus, but it wasn't spelled like you spelled it. default MMR is getting matched with the meta vegan. No, no, no. I'm the anti-meta. I'm a hipster, guys. Hipster.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
I want to play the card draw one.
Steady now.
She's gonna go fly mode.
Smell
We're just
that?
gonna deny the tactical
That's
point and
chaos.
draw. Hey, I got my Witch Doctor. I've never played it. I've never played this Witch Doctor. But I think it's good. I've also never seen anyone else play these. But I'm standing firm. I think it's good. I think Witch Doctor is OP. Okay, shall we just clean this up? So we get a guy. Aryan Sword. Nuke that. And having 2 left over lets me play the dragon. I chose the tutorial and it matched me with you. No, you didn't. The tutorial, you can play against AI with all the different actions. You can just play against the AI if you actually want to, like, you know, try the game straight up. Seven spell damage. Let's compare other card games I play. I've been really hooked on this game. I think a lot of stuff they do is just really clever. It's a game they're still developing, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep doing dailies, so I don't fall behind if this system goes core effectively.
Feel the weight of my hammer.
Well, it kind of sucks to lose damage there, but I want to show you guys my overkill cool stuff. I believe if you log in from your phone, it tells you that a mobile, like, I don't know if it says version. They say coming soon. Mobile coming soon is what they say, yeah. Double dragon. So this normally does 2. It does 2 and 10. We have 10 spell damage right now. Let's get the top 1 player online so you can show this your cool deck. Well, the last time I played him, my deck was a lot worse. But yeah, when you play, so when you click play now, you can choose classic or you can choose training. Play against an AI to test your deck. I'll be honest, I don't know if your daily is complete in training mode. I don't know if they do. So I'm not going to do that right now. But if it's literally your first game, just do training to get like your bearings. It's pretty quick. Okay. This guy's like 3rd or something on the ladder or something with that MMR. Alright, so we're probably going to get destroyed here, but let's see. This should at the very least be a good match. We got too many spells. Okay. Real game.
Awaiting orders. I won't
Okay, he's got some unit creation.
Knowledge is power.
I'm gonna create a spell and pass. Okay, so he passed intentionally. He's probably playing a really big card next.
You won't even hear my steps.
I think I can blast here. That was a level 2 of a basic unit. This guy might not be as high up as I thought. Or he might be playing like a deck he doesn't normally play.
Awaiting orders.
Okay, yeah, these guys get real degen. The vortexes. Okay. So it has the strike effect.
Time to reposition.
I can't target them. But we denied spells from being played, so hopefully my dude here will still be alive next turn. Yeah, level 2 epic unit. I don't even know what it takes to level an epic. I haven't leveled an epic.
Awaiting orders.
Defensive positions.
Well, that's rude. It's rank 11. Okay. Should have played him in the middle and done that play. That was a misplay. I was going to use the destruction, but I don't need to use the destruction there. Now, I don't have a level 4 lightning bolt because I just got my second lightning bolt today. But a level 4 lightning bolt does 8 damage, which does one-shot this, which is why I'm trying to get my Kluverns to level 4. Which is normally crazy, but I've never seen anyone else use one of these cards, so... That's fine. Oh, that's my low level one. Doesn't make much sense to play that one. Yeah, that's the one I needed to draw last turn.
Smell that? That's chaos!
We got Big Daddy here.
Target in sight.
That's kind of rude. Okay. How do you win? So the point totals here. So the white number is the active amount, which changes constantly. And the gold number are tactical points. Wow, he has 3 of those.
Awaiting orders. I won't stand cowardice.
Well, that is not going to work. Well, this guy is playing a deck that just swarms the board. This is kind of what I designed my deck to annihilate, so... He's drawing pretty well, but... I'm not sure it's going to matter. So yeah, start a turn. See, I won tactical points. It's +2 there. Let me see. That one is decent. This is turn 9. So I can do that for 1.
I will never bow
And then
my
slay
head.
for 3 and pass, which gives me, on the final turn, potentially 5. Which will allow me to play the sister or the dragon.
Speak up.
You might have like a combo wombo here. I see.
Someone there.
So on the last turn, he did a fly. But does he have enough? Not really. So this goes through fly.
You will burn in righteous fire.
And that should do it. I can't target any of his stuff. Yeah, it's a browser game. It's like, you know, it's a standard good playing, decent looking game, right? But for a browser game, it's ridiculous. Let's be honest. This is a ridiculous game for a browser game. All right, how do we do? How do we do? 16th on the ladder. Rip his top 10 dreams. Honestly, that guy, I think, recently switched to that deck. He had really good cards, but his cards are pretty low level. It's very easy to level everything to like level 2. Very easy for level 3 if you have if you're using like basic and common. Most of my deck is basic, by the way. I have high levels, but almost all my cards are basic except for a few. Actually, somewhat of a decent starting hand. I think maybe we can mulligan 1. Well, it's worse now.
Knowledge is power.
If I'm playing first, I want it in the ranged row because there are a number of... This guy's also pretty high MR. There's a lot of cards that interact with the thing
We
across.
stand together.
Here are some seeds for your corpse.
Yeah, so this is like the most degen discard. Pretty unfortunate, I would say.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
I think I'm going to fully deny all points. Oh no, I can't. Can't. That's my level 3 one. I have 1 level 3, 1 level 4. Oh, big play incoming.
smell that. That's chaos.
Alright, let's see what he's got. He is playing discard and he's got the goods. The goods are very scary.
Let's fight a noble fight, shall we?
That is indeed on the scary side.
Break them.
Your ears will make a perfect trophy.
I was thinking of running that guy, he's really good. Let me think. So we currently have 3 spell damage. This will actually kill the 5. I might do that. Kill the 5.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. Have some potential shenanigans coming.
You won't even hear my steps.
Let's draw just to be flexible. Because this guy has 6 mana and 3 spell mana. So we should expect a really big play from him. But yeah, I have the Aethia, which wasted damage from spells gives me that many tactical points. There's some real funky stuff you could do with that. I don't respect this card very much. I made a deck around it at the start, and then after playing it a while, I thought it sucked.
What?
I'm gonna load up the board.
Let me help you.
I have 1 spell damage. I'm not sure how many I've played. 6. So I played 4 other spells. It's possible that I have... Just in case I haven't. Yeah, that was 9. So I got 8 tactical points for doing that play.
I will break them.
Oh. Easy. Yeah, that... I'll show you guys that card, because it's one of the few cards that I leveled and I'm not using anymore. This one here. So the Enraged Assegai. When you're first playing Ephemeral, he's really good, because there's a lot of spell synergy and there's not a lot of spells. So all of these cards that have like any kind of spell generation are really valuable. But the tempo is just really bad. Because he costs 3 mana, and every 3 turns you can get a spell. The spell costs nothing, which is really cool. because I don't think there's any other spell that costs nothing. This thing is the only spell in the game that costs nothing. And you draw and then discard. So it's pretty powerful if you have lots of discard effects. But the main reason you play the discards is to gain tempo. And this card has horrible tempo. He's only worth it if you get 2 of these spells, in my opinion. A deck has 30 to 40 cards. You pretty much just want to play 30. You don't really want to make a deck with 40. Okay, let's do one more game. One more game. Last game of the night. But yeah, if you're starting out and you want to play Ephemeral, that card's just fine. Just go ahead and play him. Oh, we get a rematch. Okay.
Awaiting orders.
This is my high level one? Yeah, it is.
I won't stand cowardice. I will never bow my head.
Sector's really, really good. I think some people sometimes play decks that have slightly over 30 cards. I think there's a case for optimal
Knowledge is power.
in there. He might fly, but I don't really want to waste a spell. These spells are pretty valuable. I don't have that many spells, so not this run anyway. Thanks to the weapon.
Stand fast, strike fast.
Okay, what's this? Ooh, going big, boys. +4 when an ally is deployed to the row. Whew. So here my best play is to pass. That might be a little bit too hard to kill, but we'll see.
Oh, dinner.
I didn't realize it was as good as that, actually. I guess he double buffed it, though. So that will give me spell damage also. I've played no spells. So to deal 13, I might actually need 3. 6, 6, 2, yeah. Is HP and attack the same? Yes. It's just like a power value. You're basically playing for points. So you can kind of see that as you may. It's coined, like the terminology. Okay. The terminology is attack. That's a really powerful spell. I don't even have that one. Let me see.
smell that. That's chaos.
Okay. Got hooked. Yeah, he takes control of it and it gives me its value. But it's a 3-mana spell, so it's not cheap to do that. He's also, that spell is a spell only for Celestials.
Defensive positions.
And Celestials do not have, spells that do damage, I don't think.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
Wha-
Okay. They got life drain. Oh, is the life drain
Stand fast
affected
and
by it?
strike fast.
Going again with that? Okay.
Knowledge is power.
That's a really powerful effect. He might run away with
Waiting
that one.
orders.
Defensive positions.
Let's draw. So he's gonna fly next turn. I have to factor that in. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to deal with that. They are all Celestials. Hmm. I think we pass. We might be in trouble. It's got a lot of points. Fly makes them untargetable and +1 power just for that turn.
What? Speak up. Spears up.
Phew. There you go, that's the combo wombo.
You fight well, but you still have a lot to learn.
Okay,
Let me help you.
let's see. He has 3 mana and 1 spell mana, and I play last.
Is someone there?
I think I win. And then the single damage gets the kill. This guy is going to hate me. He was top 10 and he lost like 120 MMR to me. What are we now? We're 15 on the ladder now. That was a nail biter though. That was pretty good, wasn't it? That was pretty good. So my backup plan. So like I told you guys, sometimes Celestial, they're able to fly and make their units untargetable. So my backup plan is the card that I had on the board. So if he flew that last turn, I may have still been okay. And I'll just explain now. I've never seen anyone else do this. So this is it doesn't show level 4. So Aethia, wasted damage from spells or abilities gives you that many tactical points. So those are like the gold points. So the reason I have so much spell damage is, yeah, so I can kill the big units with small spells. Yes, that's true, I have that. But the backup plan, like if they're untargetable, so the lightning blast, which is like the neutral direct damage, which is really good, it can only target enemies. But elemental destruction and blizzard both can target your own units. So I've won a couple times doing this, where I'm like losing and I can't target their stuff. I literally nuke the crap out of my 1 power units on the last turn. And I've gotten like 20 tactical points doing so. And won the game as a result. So I was feeling pretty good on that last one. It's just, I've seen some like combo wombos and I don't know the game like 100% to say that it was going to be an easy win at the end there, but I was feeling pretty comfortable because I had the Aethia, I had the dragon that was coming down, I get the last action because I went second, and I had the backup plan of nuking the crap out of my own units. Which can work just fine, usually. So that's Dfiance, guys. I will be playing some more in the coming weeks. I've been doing every single daily in the Valentine's event. If you want to min-max, the events are crazy. The next event is on March 8th, they have told me. And I don't know what's going to be part of the next event, but the Valentine's event, it also had crazy good reward boxes. So if you want to min-max, you might want to save your keys for those, but if you're a new player, maybe it's good to get at least a few cards.